Hello, peace seekers. This is Saniqua White dropping in to give you a piece of my mind that will hopefully give you some peace of mind. We are at the end of our mini series on SEL, social and emotional learning. We are on Competency E today. We have gone from A through E. So if you are just now joining in on Competency E, you have missed the other 4 competencies, but no worries. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, share it. You will also, once you subscribe, you will also have access to a playlist where all the other competency videos are, as well as a welcome video. So you can get those videos and you can watch them in order from the playlist. Or if you happen to just miss 1 or 2 of them, you can go back and capture the ones that you've missed. So we're going to jump into our 5th and final competency, and it is Competency E. So stay tuned. Welcome to Competency E, which is responsible decision making. And notice that it does not just say decision making, it says responsible decision making, because we make decisions every day, but whether they're responsible or not, now that's a whole other topic, right? So Competency D of our SEL competencies is responsible decision making. So you have to think about how well you make decisions. Can you make healthy choices in the face of adversity? Now, some of us have really good decision making skills, and if nothing is going on, we just need to make a decision about what to eat or when to stop and get gas or whatever. But in the face of adversity, when there's something difficult going on in our lives or in your life, can you still make a healthy choice? And that is what Competency D, responsible decision making, is about. How good are you at making healthy choices across the board? Okay. Can you line your behavior up with ethical standards, safety concerns, and social norms across settings? Now, if you were with us a couple competencies ago, a couple videos ago, I talked about this because when you think about social norms, we're almost at the point in our society with what is normal. So when I'm talking about norms, I'm talking about norms across settings. So if you're at work, you're not going to follow the same norms that you would follow in your family or at home, or you're not going to follow the same norms typically at church or at home that you would at work. So this is talking about when you're looking at your responsible decision making and your choices across norms and ethical standards. Are you looking at that across different settings? Because different settings has different norms that you need to be able to responsibly make a decision in that particular setting. Okay, so do you understand how to make realistic evaluations of consequences? So I use a decision-making process with my clients, and I always have them weigh out the consequences. So I have you think about, okay, what are all the possible decisions that you could make? But before you act on the decisions, I have you weigh out the consequence to each decision, basically thinking it through. If I do this, what might happen? If I do that, what might happen? So when you're thinking about responsible decision making, can you process that thing before you act on it, to think about what are the consequences that could possibly arise from this, and then make the most responsible decision after you've processed it? Okay, so that goes into this competency. Do you consider how your choices affect other people? Now, that is a big one, especially in the culture and the climate that we live in, we need to be able to think about how the things that we do, how our actions, the decisions that we're going to make, how are they going to affect other people? Now, it won't always be that we decide that we don't make that decision, because sometimes in some situations it's more about the less abrasive decision, because sometimes we don't have a choice that's going to be pretty. Sometimes the choice, no matter what we make, is going to be pretty ugly. So we're looking at, okay, what is the least painful decision that we have to make? But we do have to consider other people a lot of times, much more than we think. When we make decisions, do we need to consider other people? Is the well-being of others factored into the decisions that you make? Do you think about the well-being of others? And do you consider what that other person or what those other people would want for their well-being? Or are you just making decisions based off of what you think and feel? Those could just be decisions, but is it responsible decision making? So if you've gone through this video and you're thinking about some of these questions and you feel like you need some assistance with that, SEL competencies, skills, and strategies will help you with that. And I've created a curriculum which I call Before You Grow Up, to help as a tool with some of these competencies. Now, yes, I did create the curriculum for high school and undergrad college age students, that age range. But if you're watching this video and you're an adult past that age, but you don't have these competencies, you don't meet these standards, then I'm talking to you too, because no matter how old you are, we need to be intentional about learning social and emotional strategies and skills. So we have come to the final competency D, relationship skills. You are in a mini course, so there are some things that will come behind this. So you want to stay tuned. Keep your notebook handy. We're going to have a lot more to talk about. I'll see you soon. Now, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel. I do have more videos coming about SEL. I also have several reels, shortened versions of some of the competencies that you can also get. Go back and go into the playlist so that you can get more of these all in one place. I'll be back soon with much more, but until then, be proactive about your mental health, be well, and God bless.